All right, what's up, guys? So I'm here at Lima's, is what they call it. So today I'm taking part in a pro class. So it's professional fighters only, except they're letting me take it, because I'm going to be training with them today with Bermudez. He's been in videos with me before. You guys should know who he is, but I don't know what he's ranked in the UFC. He's in the featherweight division, and he's a beast. I might put some highlights in here so you guys can see who he is. I'm actually fighting myself, amateur, in the cage, August 5th. So this is going to really help me, clean up all my skills against the cage, against my wrestling. That's my weak point. And get me ready to, get in there, step in and compete and do a good job. So they're going to be wiping me with wiping the floor with me today. They're going to be killing me. What's up, guys? All right, so that you did hear correctly. I am fighting August 5th. I'm an amateur fight. So I went down to Long Island MMA, Long Island Mixed Martial Arts, and I trained with Bermudez. He's ranked number 9 in the featherweight division. This is a ground and pound wrestling type place. This is what these guys specialize in. They have a bunch of UFC fighters. There's actually 2 UFC fighters here today. Dennis is one, and the other guy in the white shorts right there. So I'm going to kind of walk you through and watch this kind of with you guys and just explain what was going on and give you my perspective about, my background and the things that I've learned training with like these top tier world class guys. So we start off right now with sparring. It's kind of shadow sparring, kind of like shadow boxing, so you're not making actually any real contact. As you can see, we don't have any protection on and so forth. It's just to get our body warmed up, get our body moving. I have a karate background with a heavier boxing on the hand side, so I like to keep everything at feet range, at kicking range. I grew up really dealing with good kickers, so we like to keep things at kicking range, and most guys in the UFC or do MMA like to stand within boxing range. So I like to kind of stay within that kicking range and then kind of come in and throw my hands and let my feet go and then get back out of that range. And then this kind of helps because with wrestlers, they like to be in that hand range because they can clinch and grapple and take you down really quickly. So this was probably the highlight for myself throughout the day. As we get into the grappling later on, that's where my weak point is. But moving and punching and kicking and sparring and so forth, this is what I love about the sport. Staying light on my feet, moving around, use my lead leg a lot. I'm a lefty, and I fight left lead. Most lefties fight southpaw, and so forth. At this point, he was telling me, you can kind of let your kicks go. I was kind of just bringing my knee up. He said, just throw your kicks out there nice and light so we can get some more action going. So I was like, okay. But, man, he's quick. Dennis is quick. He's very bouncy, very explosive. He's a wrestler. So, we didn't do any takedowns at this point. It was just striking. So this is what... But in a moment, you're going to see the drills that we did. But I felt really comfortable here moving. I felt really... it's cool to be able to move with a guy at this, such a high level. And to see the way he moves and to see his speed. And to see, his reaction time and so forth. I like throwing some high kicks. I threw some in there. And, man, he's not that tall. He's but he's quick. He is quick. He's got a nasty rear leg, low kick. His low kick that goes to the outside, that right there, he chops right through people's legs. Really, really effective. Boom. That spinning back kick is my favorite technique. I like to throw right to the liver if I can. Lead leg roundhouse kick, lead jab is kind of my go-to moves, following up with the right hand. I don't know. If you watch people like Sage Northcutt or Steve Wonderboy Thompson, kind of similar backgrounds in terms of the karate style, so we kind of move similarly. All right, so now we're getting to a drill format. We're doing it. Yeah, we're explaining it. So what's happening here is that he's going to attack with punches and go for the takedown. I'm going to defend. He's going to allow the takedown. He's going to strike again, and then I'm going to strike, and he's going to counter my striking by taking me down again. So attack, defend, reset, a little exchange, and then finish the takedown. Boom. This was I learned so much here. Throughout the day, throughout my entire lesson, I was trying less to be effective with myself and more trying to... Oh, he gave me some pointers right here. Instead of hooking, I'll let you listen.
Try and lock your hands on the sprawl.
I was a basketball player in high school, so I didn't get a chance to wrestle, which I wish I did, but I love basketball, as you know, so it's kind of just one of those things. So now I'm getting my, I need to get my wrestling up to par. Oh, he runs right through me right here. Fakes that right overhand, and then he winks right at me, the camera. He enjoyed beating me up. Oh, wait, nice sweep. But as I was saying, I was less trying to be effective today and this day, and more trying to just, listen with my body in a way to what they were doing and how their movement and their reaction time and their effectiveness, and trying to see what they're going for and trying to get into the wrestler's mentality so I can understand that game. Because the striking game, I don't really have to think about. I don't need to really focus, okay, what to do this, so what strike should I go for. I just kind of let it happen and let my instincts take over. I needed to go to the bathroom really bad. Accident was about to happen. So I was trying to listen because they're very instinctual. On my feet, I'm very instinctual, but on the ground, I don't have those instincts aren't there. So I'm very I'm looking for things, and I'm trying to, think what should I do next and so forth. And that's, if you're in there with a high level guy and someone's being instinctual and their just skills are just refined like that, you're gonna be in for a load of hell. Just gonna take you out. I did a pretty good job of retaining guard, but like I said, I needed to do a better job of getting to my feet. But their hips are so strong. The pressure that they kept is just so relentless, so relentless. They were not being nice whatsoever. I shortened up this clip a little bit, but it was all 5-minute rounds. So we did a 5-minute round straight live, and then 1-minute rest. So this is where most of the round was here. Oh, man. This is what I liked about it. So, for example, watch. We started, he took me down. And then I immediately, I was like, okay, so that was the wrong thing. Again, like I said, I did a pretty good job of retaining guard. But all these guys are professional fighters. None of these guys are just, taking a class. All of them are pros. I tried to sink in a leg lock. That was a weak attempt. But all of them are professional fighters, and most of them have been respective champions in their organization. So second time around, I did better with my fighting my underhook in. I learned my lesson with getting taken down, so I was able to, go back and forth with him a little bit, and I was able to improve. He was teaching me, level change with your head and so forth. So this is what I came here for, just to try to understand the energy and that movement and become more instinctual in my defense, and just trying to do better at dealing with it instead of just, being so, I don't want to be panicky in my defense. I want to be able to, he shifts here, I shift there. He does this, I do that, and not have to kind of feel like I'm running from things because I'm not sure what's going on or what his next move is. Yes, I was able to last a little bit longer on the feet than before. My balance got better. But as soon as, see, right here, disengage. Oh, okay, now new lesson learned. All right, next I went against Thor, the one and only Thor. Literally, this guy was built like a lion. I haven't gone against anyone this strong. As soon as I don't have any wrestling background, so I went for something to go for it. Immediately broke my neck. So I couldn't believe how strong he was, just throwing me around. I don't know why I went in to hold him. I saw my back broken like 30 places right now. Oh man, wow. And this is the beginning of the end. This is when I started to cramp up my leg. I started to cramp. And Sensei gets thrown around like a rag doll. The pressure, strength. I was kind of happy because everyone else said, oh man, we all hate wrestling with him. So I was like, okay, so it's not just me. Oh man. Then we started with, this guy, nice leg lock here. I was like, okay, I knew it was the beginning and the end, but I wanted to work. See, positions like this. I wasn't, trying to freak out and get out. I was more like, okay, what is he doing? What is he doing? What is he going for? Let's see where his hips are. So I can learn from him by being attacked. It's one of the best things about grappling. You're not going to get hurt a lot, but you can learn a lot if you pay attention to the other person who's at a higher level. Because you can see my leg is cramping right now. My leg was straight the entire time. I tried to push off it a lot. But, so at this point, I was just, let me just lay on my back, and my leg, it was cramping so bad. But I'm not going to stop. I know this is my opportunity to learn. This is this time I have a chance to learn. I'm going to get in there. I don't care if I'm cramping. I'm going to try to, roll and go for stuff. And Cheo's like, what the heck, dude? Damn it, bro. Damn it. His older brother instincts are kicking in. But you can't do anything about it. And then finally get to the part that I like. Again, I didn't come here for striking. I came here for wrestling and grappling. So at the end, we got to the part that I like doing, kicking pads. Oh, as soon as I hit the pad, my hips and my glutes cramped immediately. I was like, oh gosh. But I'm fighting through it, you know? So I'm going to be here working on my cardio a lot to get it up to par. Unfortunately, I played basketball with the guys at the Face House right before this, so that didn't help. I learned more about wrestling and grappling in this one hour or hour and a half session that I have probably in my entire life, because it wasn't about technique. I didn't really learn anything new in terms of technique per se, but I learned so much about the energy and the movement and the pace and their approach. The defensive approach and the offensive approach, and that's what I'm trying to get. That's what I came for, and I got it. And I completely have a new idea, a new mindset towards the grappling and clinching and wrestling aspect of MMA. And I'm really excited to work on it and drill it and get myself ready.
Guys, I want to thank the man Dennis the Menace Bermudez, Featherweight beast right here, allowing me to come down to this pro class and participate and learn. You guys wiped the floor. I didn't really help you guys. So you guys, I really appreciate you guys wiping the floor and getting me better.
So, your favorite fighter's favorite fighter is fighting August 6th.
The day after me.
Yep.
Okay.
In Salt Lake City on UFC Fight Night.
Let's go.
The guy's name is Yanni Jason. He's a Brazilian guy. He's not ranked, but we want to stay active. We want to keep moving, and we want to strike fear in the weight class.
Let's do it, dude. I'm so hyped, dude. I can't feel my body. I think I'll cramp like in 6 spots in my body.
More water, dude. Water is the energy, it's life.
Key to life. What's your Snapchat?
Snapchat. The Menace 145. So we're trying to build that, Menace tube about to drop. Menace tube's about to drop.
Are you having a channel?
Yeah.
When is it dropping?
We're gonna drop it today.
Today? Let's do it. Okay. This is gonna be. I'm gonna put the link in the freaking description.
Menace tube.
Menace tube.
You can find fight predictions.
Yes.
Post-fight reviews of the fight.
We're gonna do a fight prediction.
Yep.
So I'll put the link in there as well.
Cooking with the Menace.
Yep. You're gonna do a video with my brother, Face Chael, in the Face House.
Yep. Menace Adventure Vlogs.
This dude's killing it.
Yeah, we're going in. There'll be some fight technique, strength and conditioning workouts. So, Menace Life.
Menace Life, everything.
Hashtag Menace Life.
Boost. Thank you, man.
Twitter at Menace Bermudez.
That's everything.
Instagram at Menace Bermudez. We got the fan page too. The Menace Bermudez on the Facebook.
Let's do it. All right.